Since I strive so desperately to be relevant, we're gonna talk about cancel culture. Hi everybody, my name is Manjari. If you're new here, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos 3 times a week, so you're definitely gonna enjoy it, and give this video a thumbs up. Now we're gonna get right into it. Today I'm gonna be talking about cancel culture and if it's toxic or not. Spoiler alert, yes. And Doja Cat, who is the latest person to be involved in cancel culture. And I wanted to first talk about 3 main points about cancel culture. The main reason I believe that cancel culture is toxic is that we're acting like celebrities can't make mistakes, and if they do, they don't deserve their platform anymore, or they don't deserve to be recognized for their achievements. Celebrities do things, but they are not what they do. Madison Beer makes music, but she is not her music. And when you follow a celebrity, you're saying you want to be a part of their life. You want a part of their personality. Personally, I don't follow celebrities on social media. I feel like if I do, I am glorifying the idea that they should be put on this higher pedestal, and I obviously appreciate what celebrities do, but when a celebrity takes a picture doing, you know, the same things as me, it just shows that they're living their life, I'm living my life, and I don't think we should necessarily glorify their lives all the time. And I respect people who do follow celebrities because you can become inspired by them. Personally, that's just not for me. But going on the point of celebrities being on this pedestal, and if they make a mistake, they're almost immediately stuck on a hashtag on Twitter saying cancel, insert their name. If you and I made a mistake, we would not get canceled. That's a fact. Why? Because we're not relevant. Especially me. But also because the way we get a chance to explain is different than the way celebrities get a chance to explain. And you and I, if we make a mistake, if someone digs up something nasty from our past that we've done, because I bet we've all done it, none of us are crystal clear. I can say crystal clear. That literally makes no sense. Like, nobody can be clear. You and I make a mistake, someone digs up something from our past, right? We get a chance to explain to those people who've dug it up. Why? You can make in-person apologies. You can talk to somebody, and when you apologize in person, explain to somebody, looking them in the eye, you know it's not scripted, and it just feels way more genuine. Celebrities don't get that same chance, you know, they're apologizing to millions of people when they do apologize, and it's not the same. You never know when it's scripted or not. You never know when somebody really means something or not. I mean, sometimes you can know, especially when you follow a celebrity, especially a celebrity you followed for the personality. It's pretty easy in that case to tell when somebody's genuine or not, but especially when you follow artists, and a lot of time you're following them for their music, and you don't know these people in person. You don't necessarily know all facets of their character. Did I say facets right? Facets of their character. Good grief. But my point is, you and I won't get canceled by our family and friends because you get a chance to explain, and chances are people who you know more personally are more willing to accept your apology because they can vouch for your character, they can see if you're changing. It's not really the same for celebrities, obviously, and obviously not all celebrities will consider that when they become famous, because a lot of these people become famous really quickly. They don't even realize what they've gotten into. No doubt, you and I have said stupid things in our lives, but I just want to say I'm very lucky people have not dug stuff up. There's no way. I can think of some offensive things I've said back in middle school that I regret, and I'm just very lucky that I was like 13, didn't have a Twitter at the time, and nothing to post it, and I'm not relevant enough that people dig stuff up about me. I mean, I'm lucky because I've learned from my mistakes, and I know not to say those things, and if anyone did ever dig up that stuff, I can very easily say, I'm sorry, I messed up. At that time, I didn't realize how wrong what I was saying is, and now I know, and I wish I could go back, but I didn't even realize this was still there, because to be honest, all those offensive things that I've said in the past, which I now know are painfully wrong, I have no idea where that stuff is, or if I just said it in person and didn't realize it was wrong, so I can't really go digging it up and fix my mistake. Second, I want to talk about what makes an apology seem ingenuine plus not genuine. What is wrong with me? I'm going to talk about what a genuine apology is. Genuine apology is, I'm sorry, I offended these people and that was not okay of me. I should have never done this. Sounds pretty genuine in my opinion. You know what's not genuine though? I'm sorry if I offended you, but, or I'm sorry, but I did this because XYZ. The second one has excuses and doesn't really admit they're wrong even though they're saying the words of an apology. What does that mean? when you're saying, I'm sorry, but you're providing a list of reasons for why you did it. If you have a reason for why you did it, then you don't feel bad about it. You think that there is a justification for why you did what you did. And no matter what I did, I might have a justification for example, I probably used the phrase, that's gay, when I was in middle school, not realizing that didn't mean what I thought it did, and that was very wrong of me. And I'm using a real life example because you can crucify me for saying that. I was 12 and 13, didn't know any better, and that was horrible of me. I never ever ever should have said that. But I'm not gonna say that I had a reason for saying that. I mean, I can say, I'm sorry I said that, that never should have happened. I was dumb in middle school, didn't know better, and everyone else was saying that, and that was wrong of me. I wish I could take that back, but I can't, and instead I can educate people on why it was wrong to say that. That sounds way more genuine than me saying, I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but I was 13, I made a mistake. You see the tone with the second one and the attitude associated with, I'm sorry I offended you? Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to give a reason and trying to say that you weren't really wrong, but you're apologizing just because you're getting backlash. Next, we're gonna talk Doja Cat. Disclaimer, I loved her before she even blew up. This is just about her character and how she's kind of reacted to the whole situation, because it's a mess, and as a public figure, you gotta be a little more responsible. What was I even saying? Responsible. Okay. I think that celebrities like her are up on this pedestal, and yeah, if I had made some of the mistakes she did, I definitely would not be getting backlash, but I also wouldn't be apologizing the way that she has. So I'm just going to get really into the nitty-gritty. What is this? Sorry. So if you want to know what exactly she did, this is what she did in case you don't know. So she created a racist song years ago that makes fun of police brutality. Yikes. Anytime I say yikes, I want to think Nicki Minaj's song, which my friend got me on, but actually yikes. Next, she was a part of chat rooms which had incels and white supremacists, which she apparently knew about. Next, her album was produced by Dr. Luke, which in case you didn't know is the person that produced Kesha's album, who also actually raped Kesha. I want to say about that one, it appears that Doja Cat has actually addressed this, and she put this really like discreet tweet out, and basically the chances are she's under a contract where she can't really say anything. I like to believe that if someone really wants to do something, they'll do it. But despite that, clearly she has acknowledged the situation and probably wants to change things. But like I said, she's probably under contract. Lastly, she has made homophobic. It's just me or does the word sound cooler now? Anyways, apparently she's made homophobic comments. I'm not saying apparently. She's definitely said it. Her tweets are out there. It's happened, you know. So let's go point by point. So let's talk about the homophobic comments. I'm gonna read exactly what it says. I copy pasted her tweet, and it says, I called a couple of people the F word for gay people that I will not say when I was in high school in 2015. Does that mean I don't deserve support? She wrote on Twitter. I've said F-A-G-G-O-T roughly 15,000 times in my life. I have to say I maybe said that word 0 times. Does saying F-A-G-G-O-T mean you hate gay people? Do I hate people? I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay, which wasn't even close to an apology. She ended up writing an apology in her notes app, but it was deleted and I can't find it anywhere. But apparently that apology was way more genuine. But here's the fact, that was poorly dealt with. There's no admission of you making a mistake, just I've done it, why does it matter? You know, she knows the word is offensive, and instead of saying, yeah, this was offensive and at the time I didn't realize how offensive it was and I made a mistake, she says, I did it, why does it matter? I don't hate gay people just because I said it. But that's not the problem. Just because you didn't intend to offend someone, you did offend someone, and instead of saying, I'm sorry, I won't do that, you're adding fuel to the fire. You're just defending yourself when you should just apologize and learn. So for the white supremacist stuff where she was in a chat room doing stuff for these people, she apologized on Instagram, and basically She had an original apology, which was completely scripted, and in an Instagram live recently, she was like, yeah, it was scripted, blah, blah, blah. I have to, you know, I have to protect things, blah, blah, blah. Saying that kind of stuff obviously makes her apology seem, first of all, way less genuine. It just sounds like she's just trying to cover her ass and move on, and obviously people don't really appreciate that, especially because a lot of what people like about Doja Cat is her character. If you have seen her genius lyrics for her cow song, a lot of what I liked about that video was that she just made a song because she wanted to, and no, she's not really redeeming her character by these things, which is also kind of taken away from her character. But anyways, she talks about how she said a lot of the offensive things she said when she was drunk. But I know people who, when drunk, the stuff they say is pretty much based on what they say when they're sober. So is it really that far from the truth if she's willing to say these bad things when drunk? I don't know. I want to be understanding, and like I said, I understand when people make mistakes, but when you don't react well to the mistakes and you don't apologize for your mistakes, that's when I'm like, it's wrong. You gotta understand when you've done something wrong and offended people and it's not right, and especially if you want the respect you deserve and you want to redeem your character, you have to understand that, yeah, I made a mistake and that's okay. I made a mistake, but I need to apologize because I understand that it offended people and that's not okay. Basically, her apology was the "I'm sorry I offended you," but where it just kind of takes away from the genuineness of the apology, because it's just making up excuses, trying to cover her ass, and being defensive. And yeah, when you're attacked, you're gonna be defensive, but you gotta understand that you made a mistake, and if you don't admit you've done something wrong, there is no like path to redemption. Overall, she made multiple mistakes. It just really sucks because I watched her come up and was starting to really just top the charts and do so well, and I don't know, I'm more just disappointed because she has so much potential, and I don't think we should cancel her. I just want to say that. Anytime someone makes a mistake, it doesn't mean we should cancel them. It often seems like when you just cancel someone, there's little to no path to redemption. Like I said, just because someone made a mistake, we don't have to go immediately to canceling them. Obviously, I don't think what she did was right, and I really wish she had acted in better character, but like I said, doesn't mean we should just cancel everybody. She makes good music, and this is one where I'm a little stuck. Should I equate her character to her music? Because a lot of her appeal of like her songs, like her cow song, has to do with her personality. So that's just a little debate for you to have with yourself. Like I said, we don't need to cancel anybody. I think that is harsh and extreme, and yeah, we all make mistakes, and her mistake was not just what she said, but also the way she apologized, and she disappointed me, but I hope she does better, you know? The bottom line is, if you make a mistake, own up to it. We all make mistakes, and the smartest thing to do is say, yeah, I did this, I'm sorry, that was wrong of me, but I've learned and I'm gonna be a better person, and I'm so sorry that I offended people, and I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna teach others that this is wrong. That was just my 2 cents on it. I thought that would have a little more funniness in there, and unfortunately I could only do that very occasionally. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys can share your opinions as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think. This was an out of control situation, and it does make sad because one, I think canceling people is such an extreme thing to do. It just sucks when you see somebody you supported for so long and who you really just wanted to thrive start to make mistakes that they had a chance of fixing. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my Instagram and podcasts, and give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, have a great day, everyone. Bye!